You have dedicated your years, your energy, your very essence to the pursuit of prosperity. You have heeded the conventional wisdom, the societal decree that hard work alone paves the path to affluence. You have diligently applied yourself, often working longer hours, making greater sacrifices, pushing past limits that others would consider insurmountable. You have climbed the corporate ladder, launched ventures with fervent hope, perhaps even mastered new skills with unwavering determination. Yet, despite this relentless output, this ceaseless striving, that elusive state of true financial freedom, the kind that grants sovereign control over your time, your choices, your destiny, it persistently remains a shimmering mirage on the horizon. It tantalizingly beckons, yet never quite materializes within your grasp. This can lead to a gnawing internal query. Is this life of abundance simply not destined for you? Is it an impossible dream, a privileged domain reserved for a select few born into advantage or possessing some inherent magical talent that you lack? Such questions, left unanswered, breed a deep-seated frustration, a quiet despair that can undermine even the most resolute spirit. You observe others, perhaps no more intelligent, no more formally educated, and seemingly no more industrious than yourself, who appear to effortlessly amass fortunes, building empires from what seems like thin air. Meanwhile, you, equally earnest, equally dedicated, often find yourself engaged in a perpetual struggle, merely surviving, paying the bills, and hoping for a reprieve that never truly arrives. Is this the inescapable reality, the final verdict on your potential? No. This disparity, this perplexing gap between effort and reward, is not about a deficiency in your character, nor a predetermined fate. It is not about a lack of inherent ability or a failure of diligence on your part. It is, I assure you, about a missing key, a profound and critical understanding that separates those who achieve monumental, life-altering success from those who remain perpetually unfulfilled in their highest aspirations. It is a distinction so fundamental, yet so frequently overlooked, that its revelation can reframe your entire perception of wealth, ambition, and personal power. For decades, I, Napoleon Hill, devoted my life to meticulously studying the lives and methods of over 500 of the most successful individuals in history, men like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. I sought to uncover the universal principles, the immutable laws that governed their extraordinary achievements. What was their common denominator? What singular truth propelled them beyond the grasp of ordinary existence into realms of unparalleled influence and riches? Their paths were diverse, their industries varied, their personalities unique. Yet, through years of observation, analysis, and intimate discourse, a recurring pattern emerged, a consistent truth that acted as the invisible engine behind their immense wealth, a principle far more potent than mere general education or relentless physical exertion. Today, we are not just presenting a generalized concept. We are exposing the precise, undeniable missing link that I identified within the very fabric of their success. This is not about the superficial advice of working harder, nor the vague notion of merely thinking positively. Those are but fragmented pieces, incomplete without the keystone. This deeper truth does not demand more of your existing unrewarded toil. Instead, it mandates a shift in focus, a strategic reevaluation of how you engage with your own potential and the opportunities that surround you. It involves acquiring and deploying one specific, indispensable asset that possesses the unique power to rewrite your entire financial future, transforming your struggle into a sustained surge toward prosperity, a deliberate and calculated ascent to your chief aim. That asset, the very bedrock upon which vast fortunes are built, is what I term specialized knowledge. You are now at a crossroads, pondering the very nature of wealth. Many believe, with an almost religious fervor, that the accumulation of vast amounts of general knowledge, perhaps through extensive schooling, a plethora of certifications, or an insatiable consumption of broad information, is the infallible pathway to riches. You might spend years immersed in academic pursuits, gathering degrees like trophies, or diligently follow every trending course, convinced that each new piece of data adds another brick to your financial empire. Yet, for countless individuals, this diligent pursuit of generalized understanding often culminates in frustration, a pervasive sense of being perpetually underpaid for their perceived intelligence and effort. What if this widely accepted premise, this deeply ingrained belief in the power of mere broad learning, is itself the trap? What if the very act of seeking breadth without strategic depth is precisely what keeps the greatest fortunes out of reach? This is the general knowledge trap, a subtle yet immensely powerful force that diverts countless aspirants from the true principles of wealth creation. I observed this phenomenon repeatedly in my studies. Individuals possessing impressive general intellect, well-versed in numerous subjects, often struggled to command significant compensation. Their knowledge, though extensive, was not specialized. It was like possessing a vast, beautiful library filled with countless books, yet lacking the specific key to unlock the vault containing the truly valuable treasures. General knowledge, you must understand, is readily available. It is the common currency of intellect, useful and necessary for navigating the world, but rarely commands its own high price in the marketplace. Consider a river. Its waters are essential, life-giving, and vast. But it is the skilled prospector, with specialized knowledge of geology and mining, who knows precisely where to pan for gold, who understands the specific geological formations that indicate hidden riches. The general knowledge of the river's existence is useful, but it is the specialized knowledge that extracts the value. Similarly, the market does not pay generously for information that anyone with a modicum of effort can acquire. It pays for unique solutions, for rare insights, for mastery in a specific in-demand domain. Think about the myriad individuals you encounter daily. Many are highly educated, capable of engaging in diverse conversations, yet their financial standing does not reflect this intellectual breadth. Why? Because their knowledge, while comprehensive, lacks the focused intensity, the specific application that transmutes information into substantial monetary value. It's the difference between knowing about many things and knowing how to do one thing supremely well, especially when that one thing solves a significant problem for others. The former creates an educated populace. The latter builds fortunes. The former equips you to discuss broadly. The latter empowers you to deliver precisely. When I studied the industrial giants of my era, men who built empires and redefined industries, I observed a profound truth. Their formal education, or lack thereof, was almost irrelevant. Henry Ford, for instance, possessed little formal schooling. Yet he acquired and applied an unparalleled specialized knowledge of mass production, assembly line efficiency, and understanding the desires of the common consumer. His genius was not in knowing everything, but in mastering one specific transformative process. Thomas Edison, similarly, was not a general scientist. He was a highly specialized inventor, driven by a relentless focus on practical applications of electricity and mechanics. His specialized knowledge allowed him to turn abstract scientific principles into tangible, marketable innovations that reshaped daily life and generated immense wealth. They did not simply accumulate facts, they synthesized, applied, and perfected specific bodies of knowledge to solve specific large-scale problems. The modern era, ironically, amplifies this trap. We live in an age of unprecedented information abundance. Online courses proliferate, tutorials abound, and data streams relentlessly into our consciousness. One can spend an entire lifetime consuming information, feeling perpetually on the cusp of true understanding, yet never quite reaching the point of decisive, profitable action. This constant consumption of general knowledge, without strategic selection and application, often becomes a sophisticated form of procrastination, an intellectual comfort blanket that delays the uncomfortable but necessary work of deep specialization. It creates the illusion of progress, a sense of being perpetually learning, while the tangible rewards of true mastery remain distant. The market, my friend, is a brutally honest assessor of value. It does not reward effort for effort's sake. It rewards the delivery of solutions, the reduction of friction, the creation of something indispensable. General knowledge provides context. Specialized knowledge provides the lever to move the world. To escape this trap, you must consciously shift your mindset from being a broad accumulator of facts to becoming a laser-focused master of a particular domain. This demands a deeper level of introspection, a more deliberate choice about where you will concentrate your mental energies. It requires asking yourself, what specific problem am I uniquely positioned to solve? What precise contribution can I make that few others can replicate with the same efficacy? It is in answering these questions, not in the endless pursuit of more information, that your true financial liberation lies. You have journeyed past the alluring but ultimately deceptive landscape of general knowledge. Now we arrive at the most critical juncture, the introspection necessary to decode your own inner genius, to identify the latent specialized knowledge that resides within you, waiting to be unearthed and polished into an invaluable asset. This is not a passive process. This is an active, deliberate excavation of your true aptitudes, a rigorous self-examination that demands brutal honesty and profound self-awareness. Many make the error of looking outward for their niche, for some external opportunity to exploit. But the enduring wisdom, the principle that built lasting empires, dictates that your most potent specialized knowledge springs from within you, an organic extension of your unique being and deepest desires. My studies of the great achievers revealed a consistent truth. Their immense wealth did not come from chasing every fleeting trend, nor from haphazardly accumulating skills. It flowed from a deep alignment between their inherent capabilities, their passionate interests, and a singular, powerful ambition. This is where your definite chief aim becomes not just a guiding star, but a magnetic force. Your specialized knowledge is most potent, most transformative, when it is meticulously aligned with that singular purpose which consumes your thoughts and energizes your spirit. Ask yourself with absolute candor, what do you truly, unequivocally desire? What is that one overarching goal that, if achieved, would define your life's success? Your specialized knowledge often lies precisely at the intersection of this profound passion, your unique God-given talent, and a recognized need within the vast marketplace of human endeavor. It is a fusion, a crucible where personal drive meets practical utility. To begin this vital process, I offer you a framework for self-discovery, a series of mental audits designed to strip away the superficial and expose the core of your potential. First, engage in what I call the obsession test. What problems, what topics, what intricate challenges do you find yourself drawn to, even when no external pressure compels you? What subjects do you research late into the night, not for an assignment or a paycheck, but purely because an insatiable curiosity tugs at your intellect? This is not mere hobbyism. This is the subtle whisper of your inherent aptitude, the gravitational pull towards a domain where your mind naturally excels and finds profound engagement. It might be a complex technical puzzle, a nuanced human interaction, an artistic expression, or an intricate system design. Whatever it is, if it sparks an unyielding fascination, if it demands your deepest thought without demanding payment, you are standing on the precipice of your specialized knowledge. Observe these persistent mental engagements. They are the breadcrumbs leading to your true intellectual goldmine. Next, conduct the unconscious competence audit. What do others consistently, repeatedly ask you for help with? What tasks, What insights, what forms of guidance do people instinctively seek from you, often remarking on your apparent ease or natural ability in those areas? Consider what comes effortlessly to you, what you perform with such fluidity that you almost take it for granted, while observing others grapple with similar challenges. This is your unconscious competence in action. It is the realm where your abilities transcend mere skill and border on innate talent, honed perhaps through years of unacknowledged practice or natural inclination. Perhaps you simplify complex ideas for others with remarkable clarity. Perhaps you intuitively understand human behavior. Perhaps you possess an uncanny ability to connect disparate pieces of information into a coherent whole. These are not minor aptitudes. These are the building blocks of profound, specialized knowledge. The market, remember, pays handsomely for what is difficult for most and effortless for you. Do not dismiss these natural strengths merely because they feel easy. Their very ease to you is their value to the world. Finally, apply the market demand filter. Your specialized knowledge, however profound, must ultimately serve a purpose beyond your own intellectual gratification if it is to become a source of wealth. How does this potential specialized knowledge, identified through your obsessions and unconscious competencies, address a genuine pain point, solve a pressing problem, or fulfill a strong, unmet desire for a specific group of people? Who are these people? What are their frustrations? How does your unique ability offer them a superior solution, a distinct advantage, or a transformative experience? A brilliant mechanic with a specialized knowledge of antique clock repair will find little wealth if there are no antique clocks to repair or no one willing to pay for the service. But for the discerning collector, that specialized knowledge is priceless. This filter forces you to confront the practical utility and economic viability of your emerging expertise. It ensures that your internal genius has an external market. It transforms a passion into a profession, an interest into an income, a skill into a source of enduring riches. This process of decoding your inner genius is not a quick glance in the mirror. It is a deep dive into the reservoir of your being, guided by the principles of purposeful action and market demand. It is the essential first step in moving from merely desiring wealth to actively, intelligently creating it. Take the time for this reflection. Challenge your assumptions. Listen to the quiet nudges of your intuition and the external validations from those around you. Your specialized knowledge is not hiding in some obscure external resource. It is waiting, fully formed, within the unique tapestry of your experiences, your passions, and your innate capabilities. You have diligently gazed inward, uncovering the nascent forms of your specialized knowledge, identifying those unique aptitudes that resonate with your passions and align with a market need. This is a monumental first step, a necessary self-discovery. But now, we must elevate this solitary pursuit into a more powerful, more dynamic force. For while the seed of specialized knowledge may be planted by individual introspection, its most accelerated growth, its most fruitful harvest, is rarely achieved in isolation. Indeed, one of the profound, immutable principles I discovered in my extensive research, a cornerstone of every colossal fortune ever amassed, is the strategic, intentional cultivation of what I termed the mastermind alliance. Many believe that the journey to acquiring deep, specialized knowledge is a purely solitary endeavor. Countless hours of reading, studying, practicing alone. And while personal discipline is undeniably crucial, it is also notoriously slow, fraught with potential for misdirection, and limited by the singular perspective of one mind. Imagine for a moment attempting to scale a formidable mountain alone, navigating uncharted terrain, carrying all your provisions, making every decision in isolation. Now, envision that same ascent with a dedicated team, each member possessing distinct skills, sharing the load, offering different perspectives on the path ahead, and providing an unwavering network of support. Which journey do you believe will be faster, safer, and ultimately more successful? This is the essence of the Mastermind Accelerator for specialized knowledge. I taught that no great fortune was ever conceived or sustained without the aid, cooperation, and input of others. This is not merely about finding a mentor, though mentorship is valuable. It is about forging a group of like-minded individuals, united by a common definite chief aim, who collectively pool their intellect, their experience, their connections, and their unwavering belief in each other's success. When it comes to the acquisition and refinement of your specialized knowledge, your mastermind group transforms from a mere support system into an incredibly potent, accelerated learning engine, multiplying your intellectual capacity and accelerating your progress beyond anything achievable in isolation. Consider how such an alliance fuels the very core of specialized knowledge. Firstly, through shared expertise. No single individual possesses all the necessary insights, all the practical experience, or all the theoretical frameworks required for truly comprehensive specialization. A mastermind, by its very definition, is a diverse tapestry of backgrounds, perspectives, and existing knowledge bases. Within this collective, where one member might possess a deep understanding of market trends, another might excel in technological implementation, and yet another in strategic communication. As you articulate your specific need for specialized knowledge within this group, you are not simply seeking advice. You are tapping into a living, breathing repository of collective intelligence. Others can instantly fill your knowledge gaps, point you towards overlooked resources, or offer alternative methodologies that might take you years to discover alone. This drastically reduces the trial and error phase, minimizing costly mistakes and streamlining your learning curve. It is like having multiple brains, each attuned to a different facet of the problem, working in concert to illuminate your path. Secondly, a mastermind provides invaluable accountability and focus. The pursuit of specialized knowledge, especially when it veers into complex or challenging domains, can be daunting. There are moments of doubt, periods of intellectual stagnation, and the ever-present temptation of procrastination. Within a mastermind, however, your commitments are not just to yourself, but to the collective. The psychological pressure of knowing you will report back to a group of peers, each invested in your success, acts as a powerful catalyst. This external accountability pushes you to acquire and apply your specialized focus with greater discipline and intensity. When you declare your intention to master a particular aspect of your field, the mastermind holds you to it, providing encouragement when you falter and gentle correction when you stray. This organized planning, a fundamental Hill principle, becomes exponentially more effective when implemented and overseen by a committed group. Thirdly, the mastermind offers instant feedback and refinement. Specialized knowledge is not merely about accumulating data. It is about its application, its interpretation, and its effective deployment. How do you know if your understanding is sound? How do you test your emerging theories or nascent strategies? Within the safe yet critically constructive environment of a mastermind, you have a living laboratory. You can present your findings, articulate your developing insights, and even practice applying your specialized knowledge to hypothetical scenarios. The diverse perspectives of the group provide immediate, unfiltered feedback, allowing you to refine your understanding, correct misconceptions, and strengthen your command of the subject matter in real time. This iterative process, constantly challenging and sharpening your intellect, is far more efficient than waiting for market results or internal validation. It accelerates the journey from theoretical understanding to practical mastery. Finally, and perhaps most crucially, a mastermind alliance provides an expanded network and unforeseen opportunities. As you deepen your specialized knowledge within a group, you are not only gaining insights from its members, but you are also gaining access to their collective sphere of influence. Each member brings their own unique set of contacts, resources, and potential avenues for application. A specialized insight you are developing might find its perfect market through a connection one of your mastermind partners possesses. A difficult piece of information might be unlocked by a contact another member can introduce you to. These synergistic connections can open doors to new mentors, invaluable resources, and strategic partnerships that would have remained entirely inaccessible to you in isolation. It's an organic expansion of your reach, allowing your specialized knowledge to find fertile ground and ultimately translate into tangible wealth and influence at an accelerated pace. Therefore, the critical next step in decoding your inner genius and truly actualizing your specialized knowledge is not to withdraw into solitary study, but to intentionally seek out and cultivate your mastermind alliance. Identify individuals who resonate with your definite chief aim, whose skills complement your own, and who possess an unwavering commitment to mutual growth. Structure your interactions with clear objectives, fostering an environment of open communication, mutual respect, and shared ambition. For in the collective intelligence of such an alliance, your specialized knowledge will not merely grow, it will accelerate, transforming from a personal asset into a potent, wealth-creating force. You have, through diligent introspection, uncovered the potential of your specialized knowledge. You have, by embracing the profound principle of the mastermind, accelerated its acquisition and refinement, transforming it from a mere intellectual curiosity into a sharpened, potent instrument. But knowledge, however profound or specialized, remains an abstract concept until it is applied. It is a seed until it is planted in fertile ground and meticulously cultivated. The ultimate test, the true measure of its power, lies in its capacity to generate tangible results, to translate from an internal asset into external currency, to become the very foundation of your financial independence. This is the phase of monetizing your unique edge. This is where the theoretical becomes practical, where insight becomes income, and where your specialized expertise commands its rightful price in the marketplace. My studies of the most successful individuals invariably revealed that their fortunes were not accidental. They were the direct, deliberate consequence of their ability to package, present, and apply their highly specialized knowledge in a way that solved problems, fulfilled needs, or provided undeniable value to others. They understood implicitly or explicitly what I called the price-it-yourself principle. Specialized knowledge, when correctly identified, diligently acquired, and strategically offered, possesses an inherent value that allows its possessor to name their own terms. It is not merely sold, it is commanded. Consider the distinction. General knowledge is commoditized. It is abundant, easily accessible, and therefore fetches a low price. Specialized knowledge, however, is rare. It is the understanding that allows you to do something few others can, or to do it significantly better, faster, or more efficiently. This rarity, this unique problem-solving capacity, is precisely what the market is willing to compensate handsomely for. The question, then, is not whether your specialized knowledge has value, but how you will strategically translate that intrinsic value into monetary wealth. How will you make it visible, desirable, and indispensable to those who need it most? There are several potent pathways to achieve this translation, each demanding a strategic mindset, each leveraging your unique edge. Firstly, consider niche consulting or coaching. If you possess specialized knowledge in a particular domain, be it complex data analytics, specific marketing strategies, advanced engineering solutions, or even highly refined artistic techniques, you can directly sell your expertise. Individuals and organizations are perpetually seeking solutions to their challenges, answers to their questions, and guidance to navigate their complexities. Your specialized knowledge positions you not merely as an advisor, but as an authority, a sought-after problem solver. Here, your value is in your insights, your strategic recommendations, and your ability to transfer a portion of your specialized understanding to help others achieve their own objectives. You are not selling your time in a general sense. You are selling the concentrated essence of your unique mental capital, tailored to specific outcomes. Secondly, you can embark upon product creation. Your specialized knowledge is not merely a service. It can be the intellectual property embedded within tangible or digital products. Have you developed a unique system for productivity, a proprietary software tool for a specific industry, a methodology for language acquisition, a curriculum for mastering a difficult skill? These are all expressions of specialized knowledge that can be codified, packaged, and scaled. Think of online courses that distill years of expertise, specialized software that automates a complex task, unique information products that offer exclusive insights. Here, your effort is leveraged multiple times over. You create the product once, infusing it with your specialized knowledge, and then sell it repeatedly to those who recognize its value, freeing your time from direct, one-to-one consultation and allowing your knowledge to generate revenue while you pursue further mastery or other endeavors. A third powerful avenue is thought leadership. As your specialized knowledge deepens and as you apply it to produce demonstrable results, you position yourself to become a recognized authority in your chosen domain. This is not about self-promotion for its own sake, but about the natural consequence of consistent excellence and strategic dissemination of your insights. Through crafting compelling content, articles, videos, speaking engagements, publications, you share fragments of your specialized understanding, not to give it away entirely, but to demonstrate the depth and uniqueness of your expertise. As others consume your valuable insights, they begin to see you not just as a practitioner, but as a pioneer, a trusted voice, a leader. This elevated status, this perceived authority, then attracts opportunities to you. Higher-paying clients, strategic partnerships, media features, and invitations that further amplify your reach and solidify your market position. Here, your specialized knowledge becomes a magnet for further wealth and influence. Finally, consider strategic partnerships. Your specialized knowledge, however comprehensive, will always exist within a broader ecosystem. Rarely does one individual possess every piece of the puzzle. Therefore, actively seeking out partnerships with others whose specialized knowledge complements your own can unlock synergistic opportunities that neither of you could achieve alone. Imagine a marketing expert with specialized knowledge in digital advertising partnering with a product developer with specialized knowledge in a niche technology, or a legal expert specializing in a specific industry forming an alliance with a financial advisor focused on the same sector. In these collaborations, 1 + 1 can equal 3 or more. Your combined specialized knowledge creates a more complete, more compelling offering to the market, allowing you to tackle larger projects, serve a wider clientele, and command greater fees than you could individually. This is a deliberate application of the mastermind principle, extended into the realm of market execution, creating new frontiers of wealth. Crucially, the monetization of your specialized knowledge demands a show, don't just tell mindset. It is not enough to simply possess the knowledge. You must actively demonstrate its utility, its power, its transformative capacity to the market. Provide case studies, offer testimonials, produce undeniable results for a select few to build social proof. Let your work speak for itself. Let the tangible benefits derived from your specialized insights become your most powerful selling proposition. For it is through this undeniable demonstration of value that your unique edge transcends mere intellectual understanding and becomes the currency that fuels your journey to lasting financial success. The market values competence, and it pays for results. Your specialized knowledge, when effectively monetized, is the ultimate guarantee of both. You have diligently gazed inward, uncovering the nascent forms of your specialized knowledge. You have, by embracing the profound principle of the mastermind, accelerated its acquisition and refinement, transforming it from a mere intellectual curiosity into a sharpened, potent instrument. You have even begun to envision the strategic pathways to monetize this unique edge, to translate your profound understanding into tangible wealth. This is indeed significant progress, laying a solid foundation for your financial freedom. However, let us be unequivocally clear. The journey to monumental wealth is rarely, if ever, a smooth, uninterrupted ascent. The path will inevitably present formidable challenges, periods of doubt, and the seductive whisper of resignation. Herein lies the crucible, the ultimate test of your resolve, for specialized knowledge, no matter how brilliant, remains but potential until it is safeguarded and propelled forward by two indispensable forces: unwavering persistence and applied faith. Acquiring specialized knowledge is merely the initial spark. Its true power, its capacity to manifest riches, hinges entirely on your ability to continuously apply it, to refine it, and crucially, to protect it from the inevitable storms of adversity. I have observed throughout my studies that many individuals possessing excellent ideas and even profound insights falter at this critical juncture. They possess the map, they even know the destination, but they lack the fortitude to traverse the treacherous terrain when the path becomes arduous, when the fog of doubt descends, or when the boulders of temporary defeat block their way. This is why the great achievers, the truly wealthy, are not merely intelligent. They are profoundly resilient, fueled by an inner conviction that transcends mere logic. Persistence, in its truest form, is far more than simply not giving up. It is an active, organized, and unwavering mental attitude, systematically directed towards the attainment of your definite chief aim. It is the steady, unyielding pressure applied to obstacles until they yield. When you face a setback, when a brilliant idea meets initial rejection, when the market fails to immediately recognize the value of your specialized knowledge, what then? Does your resolve crumble? Do you question the very validity of your insights? Or do you, with an indomitable spirit, reevaluate, adapt, and push forward with renewed determination? This is the essence of persistence, the continuous intelligent effort applied in the face of all opposition until your objective is realized. It is the engine that keeps your specialized knowledge in constant motion, preventing it from stagnating and ensuring its eventual triumphant manifestation. Hand in hand with this unwavering persistence works the formidable power of applied faith. This is not some vague, mystical hope, but a concrete, actionable conviction in the attainment of your definite chief aim, cultivated and nurtured by your clearly defined purpose and your meticulously organized plans. It is the inner certainty, the profound belief that your specialized knowledge, when persistently applied, will ultimately lead to the desired outcome, regardless of current appearances or temporary setbacks. Applied faith allows you to see opportunity where others see only defeat. It provides the mental shield against the slings and arrows of criticism, the cold indifference of the market, and the corrosive whispers of self-doubt. It is the inner compass that keeps you oriented towards your goal, even when the external landscape seems utterly disorienting. Consider the common challenges that can derail even the most promising endeavors: self-doubt, which subtly undermines your belief in your own specialized insights; external criticism, which can sow seeds of fear and discourage bold action; temporary failures, which are often misinterpreted as conclusive defeats; procrastination, the insidious thief of time and momentum; and the inherent fear of the unknown, which paralyzes initiative. Without persistence, each of these becomes an insurmountable barrier. Without applied faith, each can erode your conviction to the point of complete surrender. But when these two forces are cultivated, they transform these obstacles into mere stepping stones, proving grounds for your resolve. You persist because you possess an unshakable faith in your ultimate success, and this faith, in turn, is continually strengthened by every act of persistent effort. They are symbiotic, each feeding and reinforcing the other, creating an unbreakable chain of forward momentum. The intensity of this persistence and the depth of this applied faith are directly proportional to the strength of your burning desire, the profound emotional connection to your definite chief aim. If your desire for wealth, for contribution, for manifesting your specialized knowledge is merely lukewarm, then your persistence will falter at the first serious obstacle, and your faith will waver with the first sign of trouble. But if your desire burns with an unquenchable fire, then persistence becomes automatic and applied faith an intuitive response. This intense desire transforms temporary defeats into valuable lessons, criticism into fuel for refinement, and doubt into a catalyst for deeper introspection and strategic recalibration. Think of the men I studied. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Did his specialized knowledge of electricity and mechanics diminish with each failed experiment? No. It was his unwavering persistence, coupled with an absolute faith in the possibility of his invention, that allowed him to learn from every setback, refine his approach, and ultimately bring light to the world. Andrew Carnegie faced industrial crises and economic downturns, yet his specialized knowledge of steel production and his persistent applied faith in the burgeoning American industrial landscape allowed him to not only weather these storms, but to emerge stronger, building an empire. Their specialized knowledge was formidable, but their mental fortitude, their unyielding spirit, was the ultimate guarantor of its success. Therefore, understand that merely identifying and acquiring specialized knowledge is only half the battle. The other, equally crucial half, involves cultivating the robust mental landscape of unwavering persistence and unshakable applied faith. These are not innate traits possessed by a lucky few. They are disciplines, mental muscles that must be consciously exercised and strengthened. They are your ultimate wealth shield, protecting your specialized knowledge from the destructive forces of doubt and defeat, and ensuring that it not only endures but flourishes, manifesting the tangible riches that are the rightful reward of its persistent, faithful application. Without them, even the most brilliant specialized knowledge risks remaining dormant, a treasure undiscovered, a potential unrealized. You have now traversed the intellectual landscape of true wealth creation. You have moved beyond the superficial notion of endless toil without direction, past the insidious general knowledge trap that ensnares so many, and into the profound understanding of your unique potential. We have together embarked upon the critical internal journey of decoding your inner genius, unearthing the dormant, specialized knowledge that resides within you, aligning it with your deepest passions and a clear market demand. You have come to appreciate that this singular asset, this specialized expertise, is not meant to be cultivated in isolation, but rather amplified exponentially through the strategic power of a mastermind alliance, a collective intelligence that accelerates acquisition, refines application, and expands opportunity. Furthermore, you have gained insight into the practical, actionable pathways to monetize this unique edge, transforming abstract knowledge into tangible currency, ensuring that your valuable insights find their deserved price in the bustling marketplace. And finally, you have come to grasp that none of this, not even the most brilliant specialized knowledge or the most formidable mastermind, can withstand the inevitable pressures of reality without the unyielding mental fortifications of unwavering persistence and unshakable applied faith. This entire framework, every single principle, every insight shared, every strategic consideration, points back to one singular foundational truth: your definite chief aim. Without a clearly defined, unwavering purpose, all knowledge, all alliances, all persistence become rudderless. They become dissipated energy, scattered efforts that produce meager, fleeting results. It is the magnetic force of your definite chief aim that organizes and directs your specialized knowledge. It is the unwavering target that your mastermind alliance helps you to aim for with greater precision. It is the ultimate prize that fuels your persistence through every setback and anchors your faith in the certainty of your success. You now possess the foundational blueprint, the intricate map, and the essential tools to navigate your own path to riches. This is no longer merely theoretical. This is the accumulated wisdom distilled from the lives of the wealthiest individuals who ever walked the earth, structured into a practical, actionable philosophy designed for you. The journey to financial independence, to the realization of your greatest aspirations, is not a matter of luck or chance. It is a methodical process, a deliberate application of immutable principles. This moment, therefore, calls for a profound recommitment. Look deep within yourself once more. Reaffirm that singular burning desire that drives you. Restate, with absolute clarity and conviction, the definite chief aim that you intend to pursue. Let it be the unwavering beacon that guides every subsequent action. For it is the force of this desire, channeled through your specialized knowledge, supported by your mastermind, and sustained by your persistence and faith, that will ultimately manifest the riches you seek. This is your moment of decisive reflection, a point from which there can be no turning back, only forward momentum. The choice now rests squarely on your shoulders. Will you merely observe this wisdom, or will you integrate it, act upon it, and transform it into your personal reality? The insights have been laid bare. The principles have been elucidated. The path, though challenging, is now visible and illuminated. Your financial destiny is not some arbitrary outcome. It is the direct consequence of your choices, your actions, and your unwavering commitment to these time-tested laws of success. Consider what we have discussed. Your specialized knowledge is not some abstract concept. It is a living, breathing asset within you, waiting to be unleashed. How will you begin to identify and articulate that specific area of expertise you are most passionate about? The one that naturally draws your focus and effortlessly solves problems for others? Share that singular, potent area that ignites your passion, that singular area that you believe holds the key to your unique contribution, in the comments below this very message. Let that be your first tangible step, a public declaration of your intent to pursue mastery. For those who are truly committed, who seek to deepen this understanding and move from reflection to concrete action, I have prepared a complimentary, specialized knowledge discovery worksheet. This tool is designed to guide you through a systematic process of identifying, refining, and planning the acquisition of your unique expertise. You will find the direct link to download this invaluable resource in the description beneath this video. Use it. Do not merely read it. Engage with it. Let it become the bridge between intention and execution. The cultivation of your mastermind alliance is also a journey, one that requires strategic insight and consistent effort. To further empower you in this crucial endeavor, I urge you to watch the next video in this series, specifically crafted to provide you with the exact blueprint for identifying, attracting, and structuring your own formidable mastermind alliance. It is a critical component for accelerating your progress, and it awaits your engagement. To ensure you continue to receive these transformative insights, to ensure you remain connected to the very principles that built empires and shaped the modern world, I implore you, subscribe to this channel now. Activate the notification bell and ensure that you never miss another vital lesson designed to empower your journey to true and lasting wealth. This is not merely content. It is a continuing education in the science of personal achievement. Finally, understand this: the ultimate power, the ultimate responsibility, and indeed the ultimate reward lies within your grasp. You now possess the foundational blueprint. Your definite chief aim, when combined with the strategic acquisition and deployment of your specialized knowledge, amplified by your mastermind and sustained by your unwavering persistence and applied faith, is not merely a possibility, it is the undeniable, immutable path to the riches you seek. The time for passive observation is over. The time for active creation, for decisive action, is now. Your definitive chief aim for abundance starts here, with your next deliberate step.